Hey you guys, Jeffrey Howells Carpet Cleaning here today, and we are in Milwaukee, Oregon, doing a little bit more residential carpet cleaning with a powerful truck-mounted steam cleaning. And so obviously this is going to be residential carpet cleaning Milwaukee as far as the video title is concerned. Today we are going to go through and we're going to do pretty much a maintenance style cleaning today, with a low moisture cleaning, and then we are going to go back through and we are going to extract it very lightly with the truck, probably with a PSI around 225 or so, just because we're not wanting to oversaturate the carpets, but it's just picking up, you know, dust and stuff off the carpet. They have been very thoroughly pre-vacuumed already. I walked through, I took a look at them, and they look really good. I mean, they're to my standards as far as getting debris and things out of the carpeting. And as you know, I'm a very hard stickler for pulling all that dry debris out. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and move on inside. Alright, we're on the inside, and this is what we're going to be cleaning up. Just going to kind of go through. We already pre-sprayed, so now we're going to agitate. So we are immediately going into phases 2 and 3 without performing phase 1, which is our vacuum. Pretty heavy traffic here. I'm not sure if that's nail polish or what that is. Unfortunately, I am out of POG, so I'm not going to be able to get to that depending on what that is. Hopefully it's yeah, it looks like nail polish to me, but I'm hoping it's like red, you know, wine spots or something, but I think it's nail polish. We are going to agitate everywhere else. There were some animal spots in here that we went ahead and we dumped our sodium carbonate stuff on there pretty heavily, just to get those salts and things into the carpeting there to begin digesting and breaking all that stuff up. And then we got a hallway here. So, plan is we're going to agitate, and then we are going to fire up our truck and do a light steam cleaning. So, get the soil suspension done first with a good agitation, and then there is no need to blast it with 600 pounds of water. Alright, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of the soil suspension that we just performed. Pretty much killed all the little spots and stains that were everywhere. Got a whole bunch of little drinks and splats and all kinds of splatters out of there. And this is pretty raunchy here. This is a traffic area. Let me move CRV out of the way so it's a little bit more visible. This will look, I mean, it already looks 70% or more better. But we're going to go over it again and we're going to extract it all, and it'll probably look 90% better. However, there's always going to be a little bit of, this is always going to be some wear patterns there just because of walking over and over. So obviously it's a main walk traffic area. My suspicion, this is most likely nail polish. Or red ink. It doesn't have any texture to it. Usually nail polish has a hard texture to it when it dries. And here looks great. We had some animal spots. It looks like it pretty much eradicated it, and I put the stuff on pretty heavily so you can see that they're damp. So we'll give those a good rinse. But as you can see, the soil suspension process pretty much annihilates everything in the carpeting. So we're gonna go ahead, run our lines in, fire up our truck, and give it a good steaming. So we've got our hoses running in. We are watching out for walls, using our guards to protect them from sawing away. And we got our wand down there. We're going to begin extracting it out. Also, I'd like to note that I also do a one wet pass with a double dry pass. That gets as much moisture out of the carpeting as possible. Yeah, technically I can get away with one dry pass, and the carpets will probably dry in about 4 to 6 hours. However, if you do a double dry pass, it just shortens the dry time by all that much more. So typically, the carpets are dry within 1 to 2 hours doing the double dry pass. And for the customer, I would like to point out that these Sharky Patterns that you see here, a lot of people equate them with their carpets being clean. It really has absolutely nothing to do with your carpets being clean. But I will point out that the tighter that you see these Sharky Patterns tied together, one next to one another, indicates overlap and thoroughness in the carpet cleaning extraction process. So the further away that they are, the more overlap there is, the less overlap there is, and the potential of leaving contaminated water in your carpet is a lot greater at that point. Statistically, 40 to 60% of the dirty water is actually used to rinse your carpet remains in the carpet, and that's why your carpets remain wet. I do my best to try to get as much of that out of there, and that's just part of being professional and knowing what you know and doing what you know that you should be doing. Alright, the hallway here has been fully extracted, and we raked it out. Obviously you can see some traffic, but that is permanent wear. Polyester, whatever, we got it looking 70 between, well, I was going to say 75, but I think we got it looking probably 85 to 95% better than what it was. There's some things you just can't do because we aren't miracle workers. We just take the dirt out that we can. And when you're talking about dirt caked clear down at the very bottom, a worn out pad and all that stuff, that is going to attribute and affect the overall results of the cleaning. Same with here. I haven't raked it out yet, but I'll rake it out and then show you. It'll be more apparent if there's going to be any traffic area there. And with the rake out in the front room, the carpets look absolutely beautiful with a nice vibrant blue color. You got some shading there going on, so you can't really see the full effect, but it looks pretty nice. Alright, so in the dining room here, the worst of the worst as far as spills and things was right back there. There was all kinds of food spills, but that came out 100%. Looks great. Of course, here was the traffic area, which is still slightly noticeable, but looking 90% better or more than what it did, because there were a lot of spills and things here. And in the family room area, this is all olefin, very hard, rigid carpeting, so it's mainly plastics. Looks as good as it can possibly be. The stuff is pretty durable, but it's that type of material that once it goes down, it's down, and it's down for the count, and it ain't coming back up. But you take care of it, you have it cleaned, you vacuum it, it pretty much lasts forever. It's very bulletproof, I guess, like acrylic area rug. You guys that have probably all have experience doing acrylic, and you probably love it because you can clean it with anything, and that's more or less the same with this sort of olefin carpeting. It's olefin / polyester, probably more so olefin. Basically, I'll call this stuff the recycled soda, or the recycled milk jug carpets. This is very common in coastal vacation rentals, just because they hold up very well to the weather, the sand, and everything that comes through. So there you have it. Jeffrey, Howells Carpet Cleaning. I service the Southeast Portland area from Troutdale down to Wilsonville pretty much. So anywhere in between, feel free to give me a call personally. My name again is Jeffrey, and the number is 503-939-0534. Do everything from commercial to residential, upholstery to specialty stain removal, deodorization. I've got ionizers, or ozone machines if you need an ozone machine, flood restoration, all that good stuff. So until the next video, you guys take it easy.